I'm with Crafting It Up and Creations here on YouTube. I am a longtime crafter. I have probably been what I would think is of creative my whole life. Even when I was younger, I loved to take pictures, and then when I got older, I liked to scrapbook. Even when I was in high school, I made my prom shoes, dyed them, and glued all the sequins and rhinestones on a pair of shoes one year. And I've always just loved to make things. Friendship bracelets, Barbie clothes when I was little, just different things. And when I got older, I started scrapbooking even in my early 20s when I had first gotten married. And a lot of that's evolved now over the years. I still do scrapbooks, not as much as I'd like to. I kind of got into card making thanks to my sister-in-law, because there's more instant gratification with that, and being able to send those out and make people smile. Got into that for quite some time, and for the last probably 4 years on YouTube, that's what I watch, is crafting videos. And one of the girls that I watched did a segment on storage and different things that you could do to organize craft supplies, and I have a ton. Collected stuff for years, so I was like, this is really cool. And so I would start watching other people do storage ideas, and I'm like, I love the Dollar Tree. It's probably like my biggest weakness. And we were finding things at the Dollar Tree that you could use for storage, and ended up doing that. I started watching Dollar Tree hauls, and in this past November I had surgery. I was out of work for 6 weeks, and I watched some YouTube like crazy because I was caught up on what few shows that I watch on Hulu and Netflix, and I was dying just to watch something. Or I love to hear stuff in the background even if I'm making anything. And so I got started watching the hauls, and then a few of those branch off and do DIYs and do crafts, and I'm so addicted. Like, it doesn't take much anyway, but I love them. And this video you may not even watch until after I've done some DIYs or even some hauls. But at the end of it, my biggest goal is to maybe show a picture of a few things that I have done. And if you're interested in those, then definitely comment below. I'll try to make videos on them if I hadn't already. And this little fairy garden right here in the background, I actually made that after watching a YouTube video, and I've even come up with some ideas now of, you know, how to make it better even. So this is using some of the Dollar Tree houses and the little gnome little garden. And so I am going to do probably at least one haul a day. I've got several things that I've gotten recently, and I don't want to try to throw all that in one video and whatnot, but I thought this was pretty cute. Some of the things that I've done a little bit differently. In the bottom of this, I think the second one I made, I put one of the flower foams in it that kind of hold this little piece up, and it made it actually about the same height, but I do kind of like it towards the bottom. I've also made this, and this is all Dollar Tree stuff. These were my favorite flowers that they had at Valentine's Day, and this was a made cloche. You know, this is a coaster, a candlestick holder, one of the little flower vases, and this is actually a top from one of the other candles that they actually sell, and just kind of all decorated. I didn't think it was too much of Valentine's Day, so I've kept it out, but these were my favorite flowers. This is probably some of the best flowers I've ever seen Dollar Tree do, and they have some pretty nice flowers. Some of them are, you know, sometimes you have to pick through them. Some aren't my favorite, but these were beautiful, and they're nice and stiff, and they look like they've been color dipped, which is, I think, really cool. And then something simple that I've made is, you know, just throw in the little white rocks in the bottom and the black sand, and some of the Dollar Tree succulents. And I saw a picture of, or I took a picture, I may try to include it too, at Michael's, and it was one that was made just similarly like this. It was probably $5 or $6 or more, I couldn't even tell you, and it was a lot smaller. It was probably the size of the succulent that the Dollar Tree comes with, and I was like, hey, I can make that and even cuter. So I haven't really decorated it. I think it looks pretty elegant the way it is. I really like that. I don't know that I'll keep it there, but right now that's just kind of where it is. So I'm a big fan of Dollar Tree, Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, AC Moore. A lot of those stores are about an hour away from where I live, but there is a local Dollar Tree that's in my hometown, and they do pretty good. It's a clean store. They get a lot of products that most of the others get. Sometimes they get them sooner, sometimes they get them later. I know a lot of their Easter stuff, they didn't start setting out until at least February, where if I went an hour away, some of their Easter stuff was out like early January, right after Christmas. And it was just a little small section. It wasn't like everything, but I was able to get like some of the eggs and different things like that. And you know, if you're like me, if you see it at the Dollar Tree and you really like it, you know that you'd probably better go ahead and get it. But there is hope, because everybody's always looking for the little fairy garden stuff. And my store yesterday, maybe the day before, they had got another shipment in of it. So they had some, it sold out, and now they got a bunch more back. So sometimes there's hope, but it's still a lot of times just being in there at the right time. So anyways, stay tuned, click like, click subscribe, stay tuned for some more DIYs. That's what eventually I really want to do. I doubt I'll do as many hauls as I'm gonna start out with. I'm kind of hoping to get my channel noticed and for people to follow, and I really want to create things and show you different ways to look at things. And when you walk through the Dollar Tree, of saying, ooh, I know something that I can do with this, and that would be so cool. Little salt and pepper shakers as feet to make things stand up, or you know, everybody's using candlesticks to make, you know, everything kind of elevated, and platters to kind of stand up, you know, for like a table setting. And that's kind of what I'd like to do, is for you to see things like that and think of them yourself, or make them yourself, and even make them even better than what I've made them, because everybody has ideas. And if you're creative at all, and even if you're not creative, and you can, hopefully you can make things like that. Some people think they're not creative, but I think everybody has a bit of creativity to them, whether maybe they look at one thing one way and it's something else another, but we all envision this. And so that's my goal. So I hope you'll stay tuned. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and keep shopping.